Welcome everyone for this week live PMP Q&A session. So again, I'm back to discuss with you all five sets of questions. Yeah. So before getting into the session, please let me know on the chat whether you guys can able to see me and whether you guys can able to hear me properly. And also let me say hi to people. You see the chat. Hi Rupesh, good to see you. Rupesh, I need a help from you. Please let me know in the chat whether you can able to see me and hear me properly. Hi Namrata, good to see you as well. Hey Joy, Tajuddin, thanks for the feedback. Oh, you can see Varun too. Yeah, thank you, Joy. Thank you, Sumit. Thanks for the feedback and good to have you, sir. Hi Nadia, good to have you. Good. Okay, guys. So let's give some time to people so that other people also let's join. So before that, if you guys have any generic question, please let me know on the chat. So I will try to answer those. Hi Shaikh, good to have you. Hi Pradeep. Hi Simsim. I'm excited. I'm seeing a lot of my students. Good. Hi Jyoti, good to see you. Hi Shair Ali, great to have you. Okay, guys. So hi Rupesh. Okay, good question, Chandran. Who defines the change control process? Does it come from OPA or can vary as per the project? So this should be the mindset for you during the exam. OPA, the keywords for OPA is processes, policies, and procedures. So this means from your question itself, you can carefully have a look. You are asking change control process. Keyword for OPA, processes, policies, and procedures. It actually comes from OPA. Yeah. In some of the organization, consider your organization is just a startup, doesn't have a good process. In that case, as a part of the project, your organization or you yourself can define the change control process. I hope I answered your question, Chandan. Rupesh, you are new. That's okay. Good to have you. Hi, Clary. Okay, good. Okay, I got a question from Nordia. You are still confused between stakeholder engagement plan and communication management plan. Nadia, before I answer this question, I I want to set up the expectation. When you are really confused between stakeholder engagement plan and communication management plan, at the first priority, you have to clarify that confusion because with respect to stakeholders, you will be getting a lot of questions on the exam. Yeah, please clarify that confusion. And moreover, I cannot explain the difference between stakeholder engagement plan and communication management plan in this particular forum. Normally in my boot camp, if you ask my students, I will explain the topic almost close to 30-45 minutes. Yeah, with a lot of good real life examples. Yeah. So in this forum, Nadia, it is not possible to explain because I don't have that much time. Yes, Joy, we can cancel the sprints for some reason. There are some 3-4 reasons because of that a sprint can be cancelled. So yes, but again, if you ask me that also, I need 10 minutes to explain the topic. Okay, the next question, the common question I get: what is the difference between progressive elaboration and rolling wave planning? Kaushal, just visit our website www.eduhubspot.com. Go to our blog. We have a blog page. Go to that. Go to ACP blog. In that, mentor Nidhi has explained the difference between the progressive elaboration and rolling wave planning in a easiest format. Just have a read so you will understand. Okay, guys. So let's get started with our session. So I know a lot of people are started asking question. Uh, I will try to answer after a couple of questions. So let's get started. So from the chat itself, I came to know I am seeing a lot of new people. For those people, if you just think like who is this guy, so let me give a short introduction about myself. So my name is Gautam. I'm working as head of training department with EduHubSpot, and I take care of PMP. Along with that, I take care of PMP boot camps with EduHubSpot. This is a short introduction about myself for the people who don't know or who are participating for the very first time. Yeah, good. So then we have new people, right? So we have to explain them how the nature of the session is. So in this session, guys, we're going to discuss 5 sets of PMP questions, predominantly on the hybrid and agile side. Yeah, how we're going to discuss is, I will be showing a question to you guys. You have to read it and you have to pick an option. Moreover, you want to put that option on the chat because I want to see that which option you guys are picking. After that, I will be approaching that particular question by following some of the tips and tricks, and then I will be picking up the right choice. So this process will continue for the 5 questions. Okay. So let's get started. This is your first question for today. Uh, Guys, when you are seeing this when you are reading this particular question, especially when you are seeing this question on your mobile, resolution will be so smaller because this question is bigger. So you may have a trouble in reading that question. So please bear with me. Try to switch to a big TV. So if not, just get your mobile close to your eyes and try to read it. Yeah. Okay, guys. So let's get started with this question. You have to select two answer for this, and I will be giving you close to 1 minute, 30 seconds, and your time starts now. Okay, guys, let me see the chat. Your time got ended for this question. Chandan picked option B and E. Joy, you picked option B, but carefully read the question. You have to pick two choice for this. And I could able to see most of the people are picking B and E, some A and B as well. Okay, okay, good. Let me try this question. So before I am trying this question, so this is the normal thing I actually do. Yeah. So I want to share you guys three rules which you have to adhere to at any cost while you are approaching a scenario based question. Yeah. This rules you have to follow for each question you are attempting. Yeah. Rule number one: understanding the scenario. You have to spend quality time in reading the question, and you have to clearly understand the scenario which is framed in the question. If I say quality time, not more time, quality time. Yeah. Second, rule number two: you have to understand what was asked in the question. This is rule number two. Trust me, guys, when you're doing these two things in a proper way, you have a 50-60% chance that you will ended up in picking right choice. Yeah. So now, third rule, which is very important, our EduHubSpot elimination technique. So this is something you have to apply in the options you have. So elimination technique is about not picking the right choice. It is about eliminating the wrong option that will automatically take you to the right choice. So while you are approaching the scenario based question, keep it in mind, you have to follow these three rules. So now for all the five questions I'm going to attend, so I will be following these three rules, and then I will be approaching this question, and then I will be revealing the options for you. Yeah, let's get started. Okay, good. Let me try this question. A project manager who is leading virtual teams located across different geographies observed some of the new team members who are recently added to the hybrid project are not collaborating with the agile team, and also they are underskilled considering the complex nature of the product. Because of this, the overall project critical path got delayed and team members are low in motivation. How should the project manager handle the situation? Okay, let's apply rule 1 and rule 2. Let me try to frame it up what I understood from the question. I am a project manager. I am leading virtual teams. I am observing some of the new team members who are recently added. They are not collaborating with the agile team. And those new team members are underskilled also. Because of this two reason, my overall project critical path got delayed, and also my overall team members motivation is down. See guys, how I spend quality time in reading the question and I clearly understand the scenario. Rule 2. What was asked? As a project manager, how will I handle the situation? I have to select two options. I want to talk about the mindset here. Yeah. Most of the question in the PMP exam will be like they will be putting you in a problem and they will be asking how you will solve the problem. Let's make it simple. You have to pick an option with that you are trying to solve the problem which is in the question. Let's look for those kind of options out of the five options we have. Yeah. Assess the soft skills of the resources and provide training. Okay, now let's go back to the question. What is the problem here? My critical path got delayed and team members are low in motivation. For any problem, when we want to address that, we want to find the cause of the problem. What is the cause of the problem? We have it in the question itself. Team members are these new guys are not collaborating with the agile team and they are underskilled. Only because of these two reasons, my critical path and team members are low in motivation. I have a cause in the question itself. Now let's read A. Assess the soft skills of the resource and provide training. Whether this is addressing the cause, of course it is addressing the cause because my team members are underskilled. So here what I'm doing, assessing the soft skills of the resource and I'm providing training. But nowhere in the question it is mentioned their soft skill is the problem. No. So A is good, but not the best choice. So let me keep A as of now. Identify the skill set gaps and provide training. This looks like a better choice for me than option A. The reason is they are underskilled. As a first step, I will identify the skill set gap, and then based on the gap, I will provide training. For me, if I compare A and B looks like a better choice. Yeah. Let me move on to the C because I want to select two, right? Let's read next also. Discuss the situation with the functional manager about this and replace the new team members. No, I want to stop here. Second mindset, don't take extreme steps. Don't pick an option with that actually you're taking an extreme step. Replacing the new team member without doing any action from your side is an extreme step. No, I don't want to keep C in the picture. I'm eliminating. Let's read D. C is gone now. Explain to the product owner to group the product backlog considering the skill set of the people. Okay, so they are underskilled. I have to train them and I have to make sure this project critical path issue is solved. So when I do option D, it's a kind of I'm accepting the problem. I'm asking my product owner stating that, hey, you know what? My people skill set is low. You groom the product backlog accordingly. Not a good choice for me. Conduct team building activities. This looks like a better choice. The reason behind that is One of the causes, team are not collaborating with agile team. These new team members. This means their personal bonding is not good. When I conduct a team building activities, this cause will get addressed. Yeah, I am eliminating C and D. My pick would be E, and between A and B, I pick B. The reason behind that is nowhere in the question it is mentioned soft skills is the problem. So I'm going for B. So B and E would be my pick. And that is the correct choice. Yeah. And congrats for the people who picked B and E. And the people who picked other options also, please make sure after my explanation you guys said. Yeah. Good job, guys. Let's move on. Guys, moreover, last week's session I was not happy. Let me tell you why. Because in last week's session I almost saw 70 people, and after the session I saw my YouTube session, I just got 40 likes. So I want all 67 people to smash the like button. Yeah, I told you, right? That is my motivation. Salman, actually, the resolution doesn't need improvement. These questions are bigger, so this is how we can do it. So, if you are watching it in the mobile, please switch to you know, your TV. That would be my proposal. Okay, guys, let's move on. So, this is your second question, and you have 60 seconds for answering this particular question, and your time starts now. Okay, let me see the option. And most of the people, or I would say that everyone, are picking option C. Jimmy, what kind of team building activities we can do on a virtual team? We all had hit with COVID. Yeah. Definitely I need answer from you here. So when you are doing work from home, what kind of virtual team building activity you conducted virtually? So if you ask me, we did a lot of things. We had a virtual party where we were sitting up with a glass of beer and wine, and we were just drinking together with the team virtually. So this is just an example. Good. Most of the people are picking option C. Okay. Good to know. Good. Let me try this question. An organization is under heavy loss. To overcome this, a hybrid project got initiated. In one of the project meetings, a key stakeholder questions the product owner about the interest of the end user in the product, and the stakeholder is resistant to the project. The environment becomes negative because of that. As a project manager, what would you suggest? Okay, let me frame what I understood from the question. As a project manager, I am in a project meeting. In that, a key stakeholder is questioning the product owner, or the key stakeholder is kind of making a comment. The product which we are developing will not meet the end user interest, means end user will not like it. That is a comment that stakeholder is making. And this guy becomes resistant also. The reason behind that is that guy feels like the product will not meet the end user interest. So the total environment is negative now. As a project manager, what would you suggest? Capture stakeholder comments as a risk and together with the team define a risk response. Looks like a good choice for me, because this is a hybrid project and of course we can have risk register and all those stuff. This is a risk, right? The stakeholder is saying that the product which we are developing cannot meet the end user needs, so we can do option A is a good choice for me. Let me go for B. Collaborate with the product owner team and help to define the minimum viable product. It's like an excellent choice for me. This is actually addressing the cause of the problem. What is the problem here? Stakeholder is resistant. Why that guy is resistant? Because that guy feels like the product which we are developing will not meet the interest of the end user. So now what are you doing in option B? You are collaborating with the product owner and the team. You are coming up with a minimum viable product. Means you are developing a product with that the product is functional, and then you can go to the market. You won't earn value, but you can gauge the interest of your product from the end users. B looks like a very good choice because it is directly addressing the cost what I have in the question, which is stakeholder is feeling like this product will not meet the end user needs. I'm comparing B and A. For me, B looks like a better choice. A is gone. Now it's between B, C, and D. Identify the engagement strategy to engage the stakeholders so that you can keep the stakeholder support. This is also a very good choice. This is a hybrid project, and from the question, it is very clear the problem is the stakeholder is resistant. You can come up with an engagement strategy to make the stakeholder supportive. I'm not denying it. Now, if you personally ask me, I have to select between B and C. I will go for B. The reason is why stakeholder is resistant. The reason for resistant is stakeholder believes that the interest of the end user in the product is low. That's what his belief is, his or her belief is. Now, by doing option B, I'm exactly addressing the cost. I am developing a minimum viable product. With that, I can go to the market. Of course, I can gauge the interest of the end user on the product which I'm developing. With that, I can make the stakeholder support with the data. Yeah. C is so generic, but B is actually addressing the cost which I have in the question. So I am eliminating option C. Now it's between B and D. Meet with the project sponsor and revisit the business case. Yeah, you can do it because a stakeholder is saying that end user interest will not be there on the product. You can do that, but I'm comparing B and D. For me, still B looks like a better choice based on the reasoning I provided. So my pick would be option B for this question. Yeah. I know most of the people have picked option C. So, and I could able to see some people have picked B also. I'm so happy for them. If you guys have understood after my explanation, you guys are set. Yeah. That's what I always say is, guys, pick an option with that you are trying to solve the problem which is in the question. Yeah, these kind of question you will be getting in the exam for sure. These B and C both are good choice for this. Yeah, but you have to select the best one. When you have that mindset, by this option, am I addressing the question problem what I have in the question? When you are having that mindset, definitely you can kill this. Okay. Sachin, you are saying before MVP, we need to make the stakeholder supportive. Let me put that question back to you. Stakeholder is resistant because stakeholder feels like this product will not meet the end user interest. Yeah. One and only when you prove that this product will meet this end user interest, you can make this guy supportive. Otherwise, you cannot. And that's what you are doing in option B. Okay, guys, let's move on. I know when we are picking wrong choice, it we will have the difficulty in digesting the things Even when I was doing PMP exam 4 5 years before, even if I pick a wrong one, I feel like that. But yeah, it's life. Okay, guys, let's try this. I am starting the timer. Your time starts now. Okay, let me see the chart. I could able to see majority of the people picked option A, and some have picked B and D as well. Okay, good, good. Let me try this question. A product owner's schedule becomes very busy because of the unplanned leave the product owner took. To manage her schedule, she wishes to delegate some of her tasks to the experienced agile team. Which of the following tasks is suitable to be delegated to the agile team? Okay, let me frame it up what I understood from the question. A product owner's schedule becomes very busy because she took some unplanned leave. To manage her schedule, she wishes to delegate some of her tasks to a experienced agile team. Out of the following four options I have, which is the suitable one the product owner can delegate? That was asked in the question. Okay, good. Now I have a 50 percentage chance that I will always go for the right choice. Let's read the options now. Addition of user stories to the product backlog before prioritization. Okay. Actually, addition of user story to the product backlog is the product owner job. Product owner can delegate, but if I want to pick an option for this question, I want to read the other options also. Yeah, let's read me. Prioritization of user stories in the product backlog. Okay, now I want to take a call. Either option A, product owner can delegate. Option B, product owner can delegate. If you ask me, I will ask product owner to delegate option A, because this is just an adding user stories in the product backlog. See, just assume product backlog is an Excel file. In that, you are making what product owner is delegating team like, hey, you just only add the user stories. Yeah. But prioritization, definitely product owner should not delegate. That is something product owner has to do it, because product owner is the person who will be discussing with customers, stakeholders, studying the market, competitor, and understanding the needs, convert the needs into requirements, put it inside the product backlog, and prioritize it. Prioritization, definitely product owner should not delegate. At least option A, product owner can delegate. I'm eliminating option B. Now it's between A, C, and D. Get the items added to the product backlog after prioritization. Ask this question to yourself. This option seems making sense. When you want to prioritize, first you have to add the items in the product backlog, then you have to do a prioritization. Hmm, you can do this as well. Get items added to the product backlog after prioritization, but I would prefer first add the items and then prioritize. Yeah, that should be the normal thing. First you have to add the items as per the reasoning I have provided. Still I will, delegate option A to the team. C, gone. Performing backlog refinement session. No, I won't delegate this to my team members as a product owner. Yeah, the reason behind that is, Backlog refinement. Product owner will have to keep on refine the product backlog, which is nothing but adding some new user stories, removing some user stories, changing the priority of the user stories. This is something product owner should not delegate. My pick would be option A here. I'm agreeing with you guys. Huh? And A is the right choice as well. Yes, Punit, you are right. I just like Punit's statement. Addition of user stories can be done by team before prioritization. Of course, this can be done by team. If I compare this four option, at least A product owner can delegate. Okay, guys, let's move on to the next. We still have two more. Okay, I'm going to start the timer. The time starts now. Okay, let me see the chat. Most of the people are picking option A. Mhm. Okay, good. Okay, guys, let me try this question now. And I could able to see one person has picked option D also. Okay, good. Okay, let me try this. You are a part of an agile team that is struggling to solve a blocking issue with an automotive product design that is very innovative. Team did a root cause analysis during the sprint and came up with a solution. But the solution will change the basic structure of the product design. If the solution is not implemented as quickly as possible, there will be a delay in the release of the product. As a project manager, what would you recommend your team to do before developing the solution at hand? Okay, I am a part of an agile team. Means, of course, I'm a project manager. After reading the question, I came to know. So, my team is struggling to solve a issue, and they conducted a root cause analysis and they came up with a solution during the sprint itself. But this solution will change the basic structure of the product design. And they are also saying if the solution is not implemented as quickly as possible, there will be delay in the release of the product. So, as a project manager, what I will recommend my team. Okay, that's it. I clearly understood the question. Let me read options now. Collaborate with the product owner and understand whether the solution is consistent with the vision of the product. Looks like a very good choice. Product owner owns the product backlog. Product backlog is nothing but work in progress. Any work, any work when the team wants to do in the agile project, as a first step, team has to contact the product owner, and that work has to go inside the product backlog, and product owner should prioritize it. That should be the mindset you guys should have. If you carefully read the question, we have to implement a solution. Implementing a solution is a work. It has to go to the product backlog. Means you have to tell the product owner about this. Product owner has to put that work in the product backlog, and product owner should get prioritized. Have this mindset with you. Yeah. By doing option A, you are actually doing that. You're collaborating with the product owner and you're trying to verify whether it is consistent with the vision of the product. A looks like a very good choice for me. Option B, implement the solution in this current sprint and demo it to the product owner in the sprint review meeting. No, you should not do it. That's what I was talking about now, right? Any work, product owner should get informed, has to go to the product backlog. Option B is gone. No, I won't do this. Execute a cost benefit analysis to determine its value. Okay, you are a project manager here. Will you execute a cost benefit analysis to determine a value, or product owner should do it? Of course, product owner should do it. It's not you. And also, I'm comparing A and C. For me, still A looks like a better choice. The reason is you are taking this matter to the product owner. C is gone. Let's read D. Inform the product owner about the change. This is also a very good choice. Of course, you have to do it because this is a work. Any work, product owner should get informed. As I mentioned, that goes to the product backlog. Now, B and C is gone. Now it's between A and D. Out of A and D, I have to pick one option. I will pick option B. The reason behind that is, as a first step, you have to inform the product owner about the change, and then product owner, after that, product owner can do anything. Product owner can check against the vision. Product owner can discuss this change with the customer or any stakeholders. After that, product owner should take a call. Yeah, and also nowhere in the question it is stated your vision of the product will get affected, and only then delay in the release it is mentioned. So as a first step, I will inform about this work to the product owner, and then product owner will take care of the rest. He or she can compare with the vision of the product. He or she can compare with any of the stakeholders, or he or she himself or herself can take a decision, add that in the product backlog and prioritize. Product owner can do anything. So my pick would be option D here, and D is the right choice. Okay. Okay, guys. I know most of the people have picked option A. You have carried away with the word collaboration, yeah, but stick to the process. Always stick to the process. Keep that in mind. When you have any work that you have to do, just inform product owner. Of course, you are collaborating, but you are collaborating and checking against the vision of the product. Is that is the issue what we have? No, there is a delay in the release. Simply tell it to product owner. That guy will take care of everything. Yeah, good. Okay, guys, let's do last question today. I'm going to start the timer. Your time starts now. Okay, guys, let me see the chat. Yes, Shairali, you're the first again and you're rocking, man. Good job. So, Sangam pick option B, and I could able to see majority is B. Okay. Mhm. Okay, guys. TOD is the basic thing. Yes, Sachin. TOD is the basic thing. Okay, now let me take this question. In a sprint review meeting, the product owner is unhappy because a lot of user stories the team has presented did not meet the original design. The team and product owner together identified the root cause of the problem in the sprint review meeting, and the causes some small tasks which are necessary to complete the user stories were not performed by the team. Which of the following approaches would be most effective to deal with the small task? Okay, let me try to understand what is the problem I have in the question. I am in a sprint review meeting. So in that, team has demoed the user stories, and the user stories was not meeting the original design. In a sprint retrospective meeting, that is a problem we have. User stories not meeting the design. In the sprint retrospective meeting, team and the product owner identify the root cause of the problem. The cause why the user stories did not meet the original designers, some of the small tasks which are necessary to complete the user stories were not performed. Okay, I clearly understood the question. How will I handle the small task moving forward? How I will make sure these tasks are completed? Yeah. The product owner should prioritize the product backlog frequently, and a small task should be captured in the product backlog. No, not at all a good choice. Guys, tasks will not be in the product backlog. Only user stories will be in the product backlog. So, not a good choice. And it is not addressing the problem also. A is definitely not a good choice. Integrate a small task with DOD means definition of done or acceptance criteria. Looks like an excellent choice. See, here the user stories are not meeting the original design because the task is not completed. Now, what you can do is the completion of this task, that particular event, you can add one of the point in the DOD. So when any team member says that, hey, I completed this particular user story, you can ask the team member to check the DOD, and in the DOD that particular point is written, whether the small task is completed or not. If they are not completed, they will make sure they are completing the small task. Looks like an excellent choice. You are addressing the problem what you have. And also you can add it in the acceptance criteria for the user stories also. So that before, normally when we do a testing, what we will do, we will be seeing whether the user stories meets the acceptance criteria or not. When you are adding the completion of this small task in the acceptance criteria, definitely we can make sure that these small tasks are considered moving forward. Option B is an excellent choice for me. A is gone. Now it's between B, C, and D. Combine multiple small tasks to come out with stories that are consistent with key objectives. Okay, I think this is irrelevant. Nowhere in the question it is mentioned these tasks are not consistent with key objectives. For me, still B looks like a better choice. C is gone. Get the sprint backlog reprioritized to favor the smaller story and reassemble them daily. This option is also irrelevant. See, we have to make sure these small tasks are taken care. For that, why we want to reprioritize the sprint backlog to favor the smaller user stories? No, this is completely irrelevant. D is gone, and my pick would be B here. And B is the right choice. Okay, so with this, we are closing today's session. I hope you guys have really enjoyed today's session and this five sets of questions. Of course, I know. So these questions are challenging. What you are seeing in my YouTube session are a challenging question. Means not as challenging in PMP exam. Of course, it is challenging in PMP exam. Questions will be even more challenging. Yeah. So study the right materials, guys. Practice in the trustable resources, so that make sure that you are not seeing any surprises on the real PMP exam. Yeah. And if you guys have liked today's session, please smash the like button, so that that will motivate me to come up with another set of five questions, which is even more difficult. Yeah. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's class. So I made a promise myself 3 weeks back that I won't stop the meeting without saying bye to everyone, because a lot of people are wishing me on the chat. So I want to say bye. So let me say bye to people. You're welcome, Joy. Nice to have you in the session. Keep practicing, keep learning. Just experience the way you are reading and understanding the question and option is not, it's not a situation in the real exam. Uh, Sangam, it's not situation in the real exam means this comes by practice. This won't happen overnight. Okay. So even when you are practicing, see, let me tell you how I conduct this session. Of course, I write this question. After that, I won't read this question. I won't practice, before the session. That is the practice I do because I want to read the question so fresh. You know, I am also a kind of reading first time here. Of course, I'm teaching for a longer years, and this is happening for you also. When you are practicing more question, this will automatically come. Everything will not come overnight. Practice. Thank you, Sachin. So kind of you, Rupesh. Glad that you liked it. Thank you, Durga. If you have learned, I'm so happy today. You're welcome, Sumesh. You're welcome, Nicholas. It was awesome question and relevant to the real exam. Thank you, Sangam. I hope you have completed the exam. I feel that's why you're saying it is relevant to the real exam. Our EDU HubSpot mocks are close to the real PMP exam, because I will be keep on updating our database, and then I'll make sure that our simulators are always close to the real exam. Yeah. Thank you, Noor. Glad you liked it. Thank you, Clary. You liked it. Let's meet tomorrow in the boot camp. Ahmad, yes, I'm done. Thank you, Mary. So, Rupesh, we conduct this session. I don't know what you mean by DT. We conduct this session. I think you are asking about the session. We conduct this session every Tuesday from 9:30 p.m. Not, let me put it in US time zone. Every Tuesday in 12 p.m. to 12:30 p.m. Eastern time zone. Means Indian time is 9:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. Yeah. You're welcome, Simpson. You're welcome, Namrata. Bye, Nachi. Glad you liked the session, Tajuddin. So, so good, Lakshman. You're attending this for the first time. You already reached out to me. Let's have a call for sure. So, Sumit, anyway, you're gonna attend my boot camp. So, in that, I will be explaining the difference between the feature and story. It is a big topic, by the way. So, if it is, so Sangam is asking if it is possible if you want to only have access to your SIM information without joining the bootcamp. Okay. So nothing comes for free, buddy. Okay, good. Thank you, Rupesh, and you're welcome, Punit. Okay, guys. So thank you for your participation in today's session. I hope you guys liked it. So when you guys want to reach out to me, when you guys want to know how EDU HubSpot coach their students, or if you guys are willing to participate in my boot camp, so on the screen you are seeing my email ID. So please don't hesitate to write me an email. It's not like you just want to write me an email only you want to join my boot camp, or if you want to be my student. No, if you have any generic doubts also, please write me an email. I won't shy away in replying. Yeah. And this is my email ID. And moreover, I love to stay connected with people on the LinkedIn. So I'm just putting my LinkedIn ID on the chat. So please send me a connection request so that let's stay connected. So when you are being in connected with me, you will be seeing the lot of content which I'm posting regarding PMP. and most of the people will be tagging me on the LinkedIn after they pass the PMP certification, and that will be a motivation for you guys as well. Yeah, and moreover, this is my LinkedIn ID, guys, and don't hesitate to reach out to me and let's stay connected. And if you guys want to know about my bootcamp information, I have just posted the link on the chat so you can access and you can see the schedule. And if you guys want to talk to me, you know how to reach out to me. Just I'm just an email away. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed today's session, guys. So let's meet next Tuesday. So bye from my side and bye from Varun as well. See you guys. Bye.